Greenland's people are bracing for another visit from U.S. President Donald Trump's inner circle. Second Lady Usha Vance's office said Sunday that she's set to travel to the autonomous Danish territory of Denmark this week. The same day her husband ratcheted up talks about U.S. security and territorial interests in the vast Arctic island coveted by the new U.S. administration. The White House has confirmed National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and Energy Secretary Chris Wright are headed to Greenland in the coming days to visit with U.S. troops at Bidufik Space Base and attend a dog sled race. The visit comes as President Trump has repeatedly raised the idea of the U.S. taking control of the self-governing mineral-rich territory of NATO ally Denmark.
We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
Waltz and Wright will be joining Second Lady Usha Vance for the trip. The White House announced Vance's travel to Greenland yesterday.
Well, it feels like it's becoming increasingly serious now, right? The fact that you have the National Security Advisor going, the fact that you have Usha Vance going, which itself is kind of interesting, right? Because now maybe she's going to start to become more of a prominent figure in this administration. But, you know, what's also interesting here is that this is part of this broader annexation effort that you've seen Trump really being fixated on in his second term in office.
But leaders of Greenland and Denmark have repeatedly stated that the island is not for sale. And now some of them are criticizing the trip. Greenland's outgoing prime minister accused the Trump administration of being, quote, highly aggressive in a local newspaper, saying, "What is the security advisor doing in Greenland? The only purpose is to demonstrate power over us." Meanwhile, Trump doubled down on his suggestion that the U.S. should take over the territory.
This is friendliness, not provocation. We're dealing with a lot of people from Greenland that would like to see something happen with respect to their being properly protected and properly taken care of. They're calling us, we're not calling them. And we were invited over there, and I thought it would be I have great respect for the wife of our great vice president, and I think Greenland's going to be something that maybe is in our future. I think it's important. It's important from the standpoint of international security. And if you look at the ships outside of Greenland, you have Russia, you have China, you have lots of different people and lots of different places, and it cannot go on the way it is. It's not going to go on the way it is. I'll make a statement. It's not going to happen.
The view is that Donald Trump is sending Usha Vance, who is someone that has taken a very much backseat to the administration. She is pretty quiet. She's low profile. She is seen as somewhat of a charm offensive to go to Greenland.
A statement from the White House National Security Council spokesman read, "The U.S. has a vested security interest in the Arctic region, and it should not be a surprise that the National Security Advisor and Secretary of Energy are visiting a U.S. space base to get first-hand briefings from our service members on the ground." Ahead of the planned visit this week, Danish police have sent extra personnel and sniffer dogs to Greenland as the mineral-rich island steps up security measures. The visit will run from Thursday to Saturday.